Peace to the family. We on live right now. It just has to happen like that. We on here, and you know what today's topic is. Yes, we had a new location. We had the new home. We making it happen, Beverly Hills style. And I got the one and only brother Daylyt, because I figured this is a job for brother Daylyt. Because trolling is taking place, clearly. And you know, and when trolling is taking place, and we have to be critical and conduct actually a critical analysis of the trolling that's taking place, we need to know what's going wrong with the trolling and if anything's going right with the trolling. So who better than brother Daylyt? Because he has mastered trolling to the extent he's made an art form out of it. And in fact, we can't even call it trolling no more. What he does is on a whole nother scale, because he's learned how to be the benefactor of it, whereby other people, they do it and they just are stalkers. They do it and they have no life whatsoever. I don't know where they benefit, you know, from the stress that's incurred, you know, and the time that they consume. But this brother here, all jokes aside, he's exceptional when it comes to rap. And I've been seeing a lot of opinions take place. And what I thought to do is I wanted to take some of the prized people that I consider to be the most profound lyricists out here. And I wanted to get their opinions, because I was minding my business. I wasn't trying to get involved with this Nicki and Remy.
Same here.
You know, I was like, I'll pass.
You know me. I am normally rap beef cannot happen online unless I'm involved.
That's correct. That's correct.
But I've decided to sit this one out, and I have my reasons.
And so I took a similar stance because I'm conscious, right?
Yeah,
and then conscious people started weighing in on the situation, and I was disappointed on what conscious people are saying. Conscious. Yeah, of course. But the consensus amongst different conscious groups, Nicki need to respond. I'm like, why is it I feel different about this whole situation? And there were other things being said, and I'm like, well, I disagree with that too. And I disagree so much, and since it's a trending topic and people are emotionally invested in it, and this is a tale of the Black community, particularly in the case of Black women, relationships with each other, because let's be for real, the women groups are more likely to be dysfunctional and break up than the male groups. You know, the Locks is still together. Even if G Unit breaks up, they get back together. They have a reunion every year. You feel what I'm saying? And so the love is still there. Even Game always shows love. Yeah. Or says, you know, he would deal with G Unit again if the opportunity came up. And that's despite the beat. But the women, if they're Destiny Child, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
It's over.
They now neglect the children. You know, like they break up and so forth and so on. So I believe that there's layers and levels to what's taking place. And that's probably why people of the religious community, conscious community, people from so many different diverse demographics are invested into this conversation, because I believe there's parts of this dialogue and there's personalities that they feel connected with on levels that impel them to say, I need to have a say because this is affecting me. Yeah. And now it literally is affecting us. So today we are here to talk to you about Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma, and should there be responses on either one of the two ends, because we have to discuss these responses coming from one side only, and a host of other things. And yes, we need to connect with the family out there too. We need to, I might bring y'all into the chat, because we need to see what the community is saying. So hopefully we have some time and we can allow the community to weigh in on what's going on as well. I want y'all to know that we do have the upcoming health workshop, the last 2 installments are coming up. This Sunday we'll be doing at 3 p.m. on Sunday, we'll be doing an installment, the third class, this Sunday. For those of you that love the health classes and the health course, we'll be doing the third installment. If you missed it, you still can purchase the classes, and you'll get the videos through a private medium on our website to be up to current. And then Sunday, you'll get to watch the third installment. Those of you that have ordered the herbs that correspond with the course particularly, your herbs will be there by Thursday, Friday of this coming week. So if you order the GNSD, the male formula, the female formula, the 95 over 108 CMOS, whoever doesn't have it, you will have that by Thursday, Friday of this coming week. You're going to make sure you have what you need for these upcoming health courses. So by the time we do that fourth course, you're going to be able to pull it together. The double bowlers, all of the scales, everything. Everybody will have what they need for that final class, and then the books that come after the end of the class, the 2 new books, book number 98, tome number 98, and tome number 99. So you'll get your updates in the email and everything. I just wanted to put that out. And the upcoming workshop that we got, okay, we have an upcoming workshop. It is $120, 3 classes, 1 on adverse possession, 1 on foreclosure, and 1 on credit repair. Do it yourself. Adverse possession, foreclosure, and credit repair. Okay, so we have a sovereign workshop. It's a do-it-yourself kit, step-by-step. Those of you that have been watching these private courses online, you know how meticulous I am. You know how thorough it is. Get that course that's going to start us up for next Sunday. Not this coming Sunday, the Sunday thereafter. Sunday, 2 Sundays from now, we're going to start that sovereign workshop. It's going to be amazing. Adverse possession, foreclosure, and foreclosure remedy, adverse possession, and then also the credit repair. In between that, we're still going to do some UCC work, Uniform Commercial Code. We're going to get into UCC 1 again, and we're going to do some UCC 3 work for amendments, and we're going to get into the 9. So keep up with that. We'll be discussing that throughout the course of this week and the coming week to get you prepared for that workshop. It's going to be extremely powerful. So you go to IamBrotherPolIGHT.com, you can start purchasing your courses. Go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com, POLIGHT, brother, POLIGHT45@gmail.com. If you have to email us about anything or get up to speed about anything that we're doing, talk to us. We're going to get it in. Now, without further ado, we got our sponsors out there. So I gotta do this. And you know what? I'm gonna make sure I can see some of the questions you guys have online. I'm gonna check you out right here as well. That's what I should have did.
Should have put it here. Running on the back.
I can do that somewhere in between this. We can see some of the treacherous things people have to say that has nothing to do with the subject matter. We can post that right there. Where do we start with this? Because it's ladies. Where do we start with the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj thing? Here's what I don't like. People like to believe that they know when this whole thing started. And because there's similar things taking place in every community, whether it's in the church, whether it's in hip hop, battle rap, conscious community, black people beef. And one thing you will never really know, most of the time, is who started and why did it happen in the first place.
Like, I'm a gang member, and I don't know why I kill other niggas.
Most people don't know.
Okay? I'm trying to figure it out.
Half the stuff I've gotten into, I had no reason or explanation, I should say, for how it really was initiated, because you kind of join in the interim of everything really taking place.
So you just spawn in the middle of the war, like,
you know. And what people need to understand is, for me, my opinion that I'm casting out there to the world, let's not get caught up in the nuances of when did this start, because we keep going back to the point these women are almost infants in the conversation. Now, when she first came out the womb and she went to that gifted school, yo, listen, we going too far. This could have started from a place nobody knows about. But I will tell you this, black people are so competitive that I can tell you, and this, I'm grafting these ideas from my personal experiences, right? So from my personal experience, I've learned that our people somehow feel they grow insecure and feel threatened when someone treads on the waters that they felt they had total sovereignty over. And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm doing politics.
Yeah.
That's my gift in the community, politics. And I don't know who does the politics in the community like that. I'm doing me.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm doing a better job at marketing myself and people are more receptive to me. Then all the people that deal with politics suddenly feel a way. Like I'm saying something bad about them. I may be critiquing people's approaches, not even the people who are leaders, just in general, maybe we don't want to deal with this type of approach. People feel like they're throwing stones at them. I may be doing health. And then you got people that's like, they think in their head, you know what? I have a monopoly on health. How dare you? Don't you do politics and economics? So now when I start doing health, suddenly other people start feeling like, you know what? And then they start throwing little shots, right? Because they feel like you doing this to destroy me. Not that you really care about what you're doing health-wise. So I've learned that that's how things really start up a lot of times. And some of these things can be miscommunication, but oftentimes people feel like, you don't belong here. I was here by myself doing what I was doing. Or you know what, you're already doing good. Why the hell you need to come here and do this too? Because you're already doing good. Don't be over here trying to do more good in other places. I was here. Yeah. You feel me? So these are petty differences that our people have. So what I do when these situations arise, I try not to really, pardon the word try, I make sure I don't engage. Where did it really start? I play with it a little, but I will not argue with nobody about where did this start. Yeah. Because with Black people, honestly, a lot of this stuff starts up here in their imagination. Yeah. They think people talk about them and they think people trying to stop them and limit them from something. And a lot of times, this is all a product of their imagination, and then they infect other people. People take sides and everyone starts banging against each other. Yeah. Here's what I want to ask you. This is the elephant in the room. So let's just get this one out the way, and from here, everything else can happen. Does Nicki Minaj have to respond to Sheetha? The first song. I'm not even talking about the new song yet. The first song. Let's pretend the second response, the second diss never happened. Because we want to know how this affects the women. We want to know how this affects the Black community. We're going to go into all of that. But right now, we're dealing with a lyrical genius. Those of you that's not up on Daylyt, you need to check him out and listen to what he's saying. He's definitely a lyrical genius. I had my arguments with King Los. He's supposed to be over here. He might have backed out. We're going to figure out what happened with him when I finally catch up with him, because we're very passionate about this conversation. Sheetha, never mind. Because while I was arguing with him, the second song came out while I was arguing with him. Literally, I was on the phone with Los, and he's like, you know, yo, it just came out. I'm like, yo, here we go. We arguing about Sheetha. Does Nicki Minaj have to respond to Sheetha? We're not talking about the second installment. We're not talking about the second disc. It didn't happen yet as far as we're concerned. Does she have to respond to Sheetha? Many people say she does, especially in the name of hip hop. What do you feel?
No.
Wow.
She does not have to reply to Sheetha at all.
I agree with you, but you tell me.
I'm going to explain why. Sheetha was trash.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
I'm not
afraid,
bro. Remy, I'm not afraid of you. I don't care if you kill people. I'm going to tell you the truth. You sound like a 4-year-old kid that just started rapping.
Come on, Daylyt.
Listen here, Nicki. I come outside. I got 2 guns, and you gonna die. Bitch better play and stay in the house. Bitch, did you just start rapping?
Come on, you gotta give Remy. Well,
no,
you don't have to.
No.
Remy?
No.
Are you saying Remy can't rap?
No. I'm saying.
Are you saying Remy is not one of the better rappers? I don't even want to say female rappers. She's not kicking a lot of these brothers' ass when she puts these bars down. I believe Remy's better than a lot of brothers.
Ooh. I believe Lil Uzi better than Remy, by far. Lyrically.
You believe Lil Uzi? Yes. Lucifer? You're siding with the devil?
And
The devil got more bars than Remy?
Of course.
Lucifer got better bars. Lucifer spits better than Remy Ma.
You can ride a beat way better than that.
The devil not only wears Prada, he got bars.
He hot.
Hold on. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. And this, I may be jumping out the window for y'all. Watch this, y'all. Y'all probably be mad at this. I'm from Brooklyn. Maybe I'm a little biased.
Definitely a little biased.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I put Remy Ma in my top 10 rappers. I don't believe in saying female rappers all the time. It's a setback.
You've been in Cali a long time with your New York kicking in right now.
Brother, Remy Ma is in my top 10.
New York kick, like you hold it down for the BX is kicking in right now.
Hey, I'm Brooklyn. She's BX. If you from New York, that's almost like two different countries. Swear to you. New Yorkers.
To us, it's the same.
To y'all. Let me say something about New York. Brooklyn and Harlem probably got the closest affinity.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with Queens and the Bronx, and definitely this Long Island thing, they are a part of New York. But people deep in the boroughs be like, and they are a borough, right? But people deep in the boroughs, when you start saying stuff like Staten Island and Long Island, we be kind of like, hold on.
Like nigga, like
I'm
from Buffalo.
And that's another thing. People be like, Buffalo. But that's something that happens amongst the boroughs. But they all those places are New York official. Right. But when you from New York, these different places are almost like sovereign in their own capacity. They got their own culture. We all New York, we all dress different, talk different, walk different.
I know
just a total away. The energy is different.
Yeah, I see that.
You feel me? What I'm saying is, I might be a little biased.
I feel you. But when you heard it.
But she's from the Bronx and I'm giving it up. The Boogie Down Bronx.
Now, I don't know if I'm supposed
top 10 rapper.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this live.
Top 10.
But I've heard some of your music. And you way better than her.
I appreciate that. But I'm saying,
nigga,
you think she's trash?
I think she's very trash.
Come on, Daylyt. Now I think you're trolling again. I don't know. Now I don't know.
I like her as a battle rapper. She was trash as a battle rapper to me.
Brother, did you hear her web browser, online, Safari bar?
Somebody
is that
clearly gave that to her.
I'm gonna tell you why did somebody have to give that?
If you don't got a lot of them, you only got one of them, yeah, somebody gave it to you. If you didn't have a whole album of those or a whole track of those,
well, who knows? She has an album coming out.
I know she didn't have a whole track of those. You told me not to do it because she made another track and then you had none.
Okay, listen to this. I'm working with you. I appreciate what you're saying because now it's just not sensationalism. But I'm gonna tell you this: until we find out who's writing her rhymes,
nobody. That's all her.
So then.
But that one line ain't hers.
That online Safari shit, you know that's scheme.
Clearly not her.
That rhyme scheme was crazy.
Regular rappers don't do those type of things.
I already know that. And so she might not be a regular rapper, then. Or are you against the black woman when she come up with the bars some brother had to write? Why can't we give Remy Ma her props?
Hey, at the end of the day, she got her props. You the realest nigga in the industry. You killed somebody. You got your props for that. But rapping, my name is Remy Ma, and I'm rapping no ether.
Yo, come on. Listen.
Does she not sound like a 4-year-old? Yes or no?
She ain't sound like a 4-year-old.
A 10-year-old.
She ain't sound like a 10-year-old.
14.
I can't do that with you. I won't do that.
14. You scared?
Oh no. Yeah, Remy. I will watch it before I gotta say it is Remy. Let's keep it a buck. The whole industry is kind of like,
you watch what you
like everyone knows Remy put in work.
No,
so you think twice before you say some slick shit.
I'm not afraid.
Well, I am. Now hold on. Now this is what we all gonna say. Watch this. Now any of them hip hop niggas can talk their shit. As far as Remy's concerned, I always think 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Now, she's everything every rapper really wants to be. She put in pain. These niggas make up their story.
But that's
she ain't gotta make up her story.
They don't want to be that.
She don't have to make up her story.
She real. They don't want to be real. I have no desire to ever be real.
Remy is not only real, she can spit. Now, if you say she's rough around the edges when she's rhyming to the beat, I'll give you that. And there's several male rappers who don't actually tailgate the beat either.
You know who she is? She's the female version of Silk the Shocker.
Nah, you're going too far. Come on. Now you're trolling again. We're going to get off this subject because I'm going to go absolutely nowhere.
I believe Silk wrote some of those bars.
Yeah, now you see, I'm glad that you said that because now I know I have license to move on to the next subject. Because now you old did. Let me see what these comments look like. How many of y'all think Daylyt is going a little too far? After they gave him all this props.
Everybody said it. Everybody. You seen every last comment say, yo, Remy was talking some facts, but her flow was trash. That was the number one thing people were saying, bro.
They said they like her because she was wrong.
They like,
yeah,
niggas like trash. This is a fact. Like, niggas like trash. Niggas live in the slums. Niggas enjoy the poverty. Niggas like trash. Niggas don't want better. Bro, it's facts. Bro. It's actual facts, bro.
Oh, man.
Yo, I'm just looking at it from a rapper standpoint, from a lyricist standpoint.
Silk, brother, bugging. Silk the Shocker. Yo, that Silk the Shocker statement is really shaking up the chat room, bro.
Yo, nigga, she was on that. Yo, son.
Dang weird, bro. Laugh out loud.
Nigga, I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. The criteria was dope. The angle was dope. What she was talking about was dope. The presentation of it was horrible.
What about lyrically?
Lyrically,
you have to give her some credit, right? You're not going to give her no credit.
No, she's not lyrical.
What do you mean by lyrical? Now I don't understand. You telling me she didn't shake
so
foundations?
when you think of lyrical rappers, you think of Lupe, Eminem, you think of Cannabis. I think when you think of Royce the 5'9", these are motherfuckers that can compact a bunch of words in a very tight spot. That's what I consider lyrical. And like I don't consider Nas lyrical. Nas is a storyteller. It's not really lyrical, miracle, spiritual. He's he's a storyteller. Remy flow is very spread out.
So Nas is not that lyrical.
No, most definitely.
I understood what you said. I want you to know that. I actually understood what you said. I said that to shake foundations because I know Nas ain't lyrical. I know they're gonna take that as
he's a lyricist, but he's like
I understand what you said. Once you said compact words.
Yeah, when you go lyrical, you talking about motherfuckers that really compact
and make it still flow.
Make it still, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the delivery.
The Remy, like I said, the message was there. Everything was there. Like she had everything. She had the kale, and she had sea moss, she had everything. She had a cheeseburger in the cheeseburger wrapper. It's pointless.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to disagree on this point about Remy Ma and her ability to rap because I got Remy in my top 10.
Who else in that top 10? I wouldn't even know.
In my top 10.
Top 10 is questionable.
They got to be it's questionable. Because I got Nicki in the top 10 too.
Is she over Remy? Watch what you say.
Hold on.
Remy, watch this nigga.
Now watch this. Watch what I do with this. I just like you said lyrical and you gave me your definition or your perspective of lyrical, right? Mm-hmm. I heard you. So you said Nas ain't lyrical, I was listening to you, but then I understand based on your definition what you're saying. So walk with me. Mm-hmm. In my world, when I qualify a rapper as being successful, as being effective, as being great, mm-hmm. is the body of work coupled with their cadence, their personality, their ability to articulate themselves within the confines of cadence, of course, the lyricism. So I need you to understand it's multifaceted. Right. Now, I didn't want to answer this question with one word because I feel a way. Mm-hmm. But this is what I'll tell you. I have to put Nicki above Remy. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Not. Only because Remy still have time to create more of a body of work. Because Nicki been in the game and she accomplished so much other things. For me, like watch this. The very reason I like Floyd Mayweather, I cannot come in and contradict what's going on in hip hop. And that's where it's gonna kill people on the point when I make a point about this Nicki Remy thing, I'm gonna hurt the people out there who are Mayweather fans because they're gonna understand what I'm saying then. Yeah. Because the stuff they let Mayweather get away with, that I let him get away with, that he's not really getting away with something, but what we allow to mold our perception about him being the best boxer ever, because I say he's the best boxer ever. Yeah. Those same reasons will have to now be allocated to Nicki. And people are gonna get mad at that point because they're hypocritical. Watch what I'm about to tell you. I have to put Nicki on top because, and not as female rap, just rapper, because she's accomplished more in the genre with her abilities, with her personality, with her narrative. She's accomplished way more with her talent. Now, I don't care what took place, what miracle, what conspiracy, who's Illuminati, who she married, who she didn't marry, who rolled rocks. I'm not talking about that. She is where she's at because of her and the decisions she chose to make. And since that's the case, she has succeeded far beyond all the other females in the game and many men in the game, and therefore is not exclusive to lyricism. Now, if we say who I like to listen to talk that talk, I like to listen to Remy. I'm gonna tell you that.
She ain't got enough to listen to.
No problem, but let me explain something
So
to you.
you listen to Conceited a lot.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. When I listen to Remy Ma, she bring me back to a place where I'm from. I'm from New York. Now, of course, Nicki's from New York, right? Mm-hmm. But Nicki has more of a mainstream commercial cadence, and she has this personality she created around herself.
The Barbie shit.
Totally different. I'm not into Barbie. You feel me? So I'm into Remy because Remy's not on the Barbie shit. I'm a man. I can't really be into I can't feel the Barbie shit she be on. And the psycho.
But that's not.
It's the psycho looks and all that. I'm not into all of that, right?
The Barbie stuff is not for you. It's for it.
I know it's not for me, but it's still part of her brand. So what I'm saying as a brother, when Remy kicked that shit as a man, I like when a sister can remain feminine, but kick it and deliver where a man can receive it. Remy does that for me. So I'm with Remy for that.
I could feel you on that.
Remy does that for me.
I could feel you on that. But from what I know, she only got one song, which is Conceited. Which means somewhere in here you was really digging Conceited.
Yo, listen, you're a funny dude.
I'm just saying, I don't know any of her other records. I don't know no other.
You never heard it on that MOP record?
No, I'm from California. All I heard was Conceited, and I just
well, you need to listen to Remy on MOP because that'll give you chills.
Okay, yeah.
Because not only did she stick it out with the homies, she topped a lot of the homies. She ran top all the homies on an MOP track.
I never heard that. All I heard was
I'm going to give you that tonight.
All I heard was Conceited and All the Way Up. That is the only Remy song I heard.
This is why you need to understand people that's been following Remy and
walking. See, I haven't, so I
can't. That's okay.
So I'm giving a reverse bias opinion because I don't have enough information. I don't have enough information.
You ain't listen to All the Way Up.
I listened All the Way Up, and I heard a verse on that, and it was very white.
Very what?
White.
Brother.
Wow. I'm from California, y'all from New York. We got different.
You're gonna start an East Coast, West Coast thing, because now I'm starting to wonder what's up with you Cali cats. Like, are we being biased here?
Well, I fuck with Nicki though. That's the thing.
Well, you see, I understand why you can mess with Nicki because
no, I don't fuck
she's weird enough.
Hey,
tattoo on your face, man.
Hey,
it makes sense.
No.
So while Nicki's in the chair looking psychotic,
right there,
while she's doing all that crazy shit, Daylyt's there tapping his face. It makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm on my former Crip shit, just listening to Remy talking about how she gonna put in that pain, and I'm like, yeah, it's making sense. She brings me back to that New York shit when she's on the MOP track.
See, I ain't know you gotta play the track for me.
You gotta hear it, bro.
See, I'm gonna tell you. See, people don't know. My favorite Nicki song is "Moment of Life," "Moment for Life." That's my favorite song. That's my favorite Nicki song. Moment for life. I'm gonna have this moment for life. That's my favorite Nicki song. Fuck with that song. That shit fire.
And that's what I'm saying. The songs that I like the sisters to get on, I like when they come with that aggression because you don't expect it from a woman. But I want to know. I want to know she's still a woman though. So when Remy pull it off, she pulls it just close enough where you're like, hold on, you almost a dude. But oh man, she's still a woman. But she reminds me of my sister. My sister's a very aggressive, very feminine person.
We got a lot of homegirls like that in my neighborhood.
So I connect with Remy because it's almost like I'm listening to my sister rapping.
Yeah.
So that's probably where the bias comes in. I just connect with her more because that's like my sister rapping. And then I'm from the New York energy, so when it resonated with me. And again, Nicki's from New York, of course. She's Queens. Remy's Bronx. Lil' Kim's Brooklyn. You know, like
Lil' Kim is nice.
What happened? I just was quiet. I just wanted to hear what you said.
Lil' Kim is nice. Lil' Kim is most definitely nice.
Foxy's crazy legit. Now, Foxy or Lil' Kim? Foxy or Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim. Just because Foxy can't hear it that much.
Here we go with the bullshit. I gotta rock with Fox. You know, but Lil' Kim put her pain in. But again, guess what happened? With Foxy, she had that cadence where she's a female and she's possessed by the male spirit of the gods when she's rapping. Nice around the mic, like Pippin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now Foxy was kind of quiet.
Foxy be saying something, she be giving it up.
She had balls.
And then she flip it and she bring in the whole Islander energy in there and integrate it. She popularized that.
Look how they,
so when Nicki comes in and she does it, I'm like, yo, we do know Fox. It doesn't mean Nicki can't do that. It doesn't mean she don't got the right to do that. But the first thing I had to do was think about Foxy. I mean, and let's keep it real. Nicki took from Lil' Kim and Foxy.
Yeah,
I'll say she was inspired.
She the combo.
She's the combo, and that's why she killed.
She the combo of Lil'
She
Kim
took everything. She took the swag, the sitting down shit. Like
she's a combo of Foxy and Lil' Kim.
She mastered that.
But it's just the way, like it's the way even Lil' Kim, like I said, we going back to the main thing, she make you reply. And I don't think Nicki should reply at all. I don't think Chica was good enough for Nicki to reply. I don't think it was.
Oh, let me go back to that top 10. And I don't. Okay. We'll do this on another day. But I hope people understand where I'm coming from. I connect more with Remy. Remy resonates with me more when she's rapping. I believe she's a hell of a rapper, so much so I put Remy in my top 10 rappers. And the reason why I do that, I believe every man should mandate himself, pause, to, and no pun intended, see to it that there's some females in their top 10 list. Because what are we really saying? We saying they can't compete still at this level in 2017? Or we not giving the sisters a run. So what I'm doing, I'm like, look, if I keep it real, Remy and Nicki, they can put down way more than several brothers that's in the game. So let's not even act like they don't belong
in the
rankings.
They most definitely belong in the rankings.
With all this mumble rap and everything going on, they would tear these dudes up. That's how I feel. So I'm not just doing this as a sympathy card. Let's put some women in the rankings. I'm telling you that Remy and Nicki have to be in my top 10. And they're in my top 10 for different reasons. The reason I got Nicki in the top 10 is a different reason from why I got Remy in the top 10.
You like the crazy shit.
I gotta rock with the crazy stuff, man. What Nicki does is ingenious, and everyone can't pull it off. Like everyone can't pull you off. It actually attests to your genius and your inability to fear your right to express and cast that expression in an art form in a unique way. People like it packaged the same way until someone officially comes in with the mumble rap. Now everyone mumble rap. But the person who was ingenious enough to say, well, I'm coming with the paradigm shit, that's the one who leads the charge. That's the genius. Yeah. I mean, I'm not with it, but I can still appreciate the fact someone shifted gears to give us a different execution. Yeah. I can respect the execution, whether I like it or not. So in that respect, I got Nicki and Remy in my top 10 legitimately, not out of, oh, let's just throw some women in there on the strength, but out of the fact that, yo, they by my standard and criteria can demolish several people in the game. Of course, who I got as my number one list, I got Jay-Z up there. Now, I won't put my rankings in the numbers. We can do the rankings somewhere else. I mean, of course, if I gotta go for people that's not alive, I'm gonna have Tupac there. Okay. That's just how I feel about the situation. I got Pac over Big. I know people gonna be mad at me for that, but Pac resonates with me more because he shows me something else is going on in his head. You feel what I'm saying? I'm with Biggie with the party and bullshit. I'm not with all of the. There was some suspect lines being said. I won't go there.
Can I say it? I would love to say it.
Well, then, if you know some of it, I don't want to do it here because he's still BK. We'll discuss this another day because then I can go to some of your highly revered West Coast cats.
Oh, they was really
talking about putting their nuts on people's necks and all. And these are some of your favorites.
Hey,
tag teaming and going in, and I'm like, does anyone realize what these brothers are saying?
Hey, why we have to bring the West Coast? We never.
Because you ain't gonna shoot down Biggie again. Can I say what Biggie said? Can I say what some of you West Coast cats said?
Yes, you could.
I don't want to do that in this one because we're gonna start a war, and the war's gonna start here in Beverly Hills from this conversation, and we won't be able to stop it once the floodgates open up. So let's not do that as responsible men, because it'll never stop. Because I think people just be ignoring it when they hear these things. Because when I'm listening to Big, I'm like, yo, hold on, there's a red flag going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold on, did anyone hear that? But anyway, I'll talk about the other stuff. Black and ugly as ever. However, I'm like, I don't want to recite I'm black and ugly as ever. However, I stay the coochie down to myself. I'm not into that. You know, and then there's other things. Well, Pac, he'll say something like, you ever take a second to think, I'm old enough to go to war, but I ain't old enough to drink? They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. You feel me? Like, I'm like, yo, I hear stuff like that, and I'm young, unconscious. Pac elevated me to get to the point to want to be conscious, so by the time my wife came in with the books, I was seasoned, only because I kept listening to Pac, and Pac would make me think sometimes like, whoa, then I seen him with Khalid Muhammad. And I'm like, who's that? I didn't even know who Khalid Muhammad was until I watched something with Tupac. Yeah. You feel me? Because Khalid gave him a stage to speak on. So then I didn't even know about Black Panthers like that until Tupac. Yeah. And then learning who his moms was and the Sada Shakur to him and all. I'm like, yo, you know, and it made me feel like, damn, this music got to have more of a message. So when I tell people I have Tupac above Biggie, I don't know why it be so complicated. You feel what I'm saying? Because I teach.
Niggas should expect. They should like, of course you
would have Tupac above Biggie because he resonated with me more. Yeah. Now Biggie, I love the swag. His ability to articulate was way ahead of everybody.
Tupac, I mean, Biggie is most definitely.
He changed the game with his flow.
He's a better rapper than Tupac.
Yeah.
Like a better lyricist.
Yeah. He's a better rapper.
Yeah, he's a better rapper. But
I don't know if he's a better lyricist. See, this is the problem with rapping and lyrical. We gotta come up with
definition. Because it's like
and that's a different lyrical definition than the previous one you said.
I'm going like off topic.
Because this is what music do to you. This conversation needs to be had, and it's gonna all make sense. The reason why we gotta break all these things down for the Nicki and Remy situation is so people can understand where we're developing these ideas from. You feel me? Because if you understand why I deal with Tupac, why he understands Biggie may be a better rapper, why, you know, when we go through all these different layers and then he come back, maybe you understand him more when he talks about Remy. Maybe you understand me more when I talk about Nicki, because I need people to understand why I place Nicki in a position where she don't have to respond, which we're gonna get to that. They gotta understand that, but they ain't gonna like it. So they gotta hear all this other information to know we're not crazy.
I actually want to know why.
You wanna know why?
I wanna know why.
You think she gotta respond too?
I don't think she has to respond, but I wanna know where you're coming from.
Let's just let the cat out of the bag. Let's go.
And I say that because with and I get what you said too, with Sita.
Sheeta, yeah.
It's slow, and I would prefer it faster.
Yeah.
It's like you said, very spread out.
Yeah.
But what she said though, what she's saying is a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, it's not nothing we didn't know. It's like,
True.
I've said everything in Sheeta in my balls. Meek Mill had to wait the fuck because she got her ass done. You know, all that is nothing. It's nothing. But it was dope to see, like, yo, somebody took the shot. Like, it was dope to see, like, yo, females is going at each other. Like, yo, it's dope. Like, so what everybody do, I don't even think people thought it was that crazy. People just like, hey, Nicki, look, hurry up, Nicki. Somebody shot at you. You shoot back. And I'm telling you what Nicki did.
Yeah, I think it was more.
I'm telling you, I know for a fact what Nicki did. Nicki listened to that shit and was like,
so this is what we need to know. Why is it you say Nicki doesn't have to respond, right?
She's not.
Do you believe she should respond?
No.
I also don't believe she should respond. We are two people that are part of a small group of people because I see the general consensus is she must. I was listening to Charlamagne. I like Charlamagne's presentation. I like his disposition about should she respond.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And he says she should. I love everything he was saying because he sounded like he loves the culture.
Yeah, he wants to see the digital.
Yeah, and you know, it seemed like it transcended a lot of the Negro activity, and really, we just want to hear how it pans out. Yeah. And I did that. I would love to hear how it sounds if they go back and forth.
Like,
I would love to hear that.
I'm gonna tell you first mistake.
But I understand if I am part of Nicki Minaj's camp, I am telling her, you are a goddamn idiot if you choose to respond. That's how I feel.
Where she is right now,
I'm gonna tell you.
It wouldn't make any sense.
It don't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you where Remy fucked up at. She should have jumped on Takeover from the jump. Jay-Z
That's a crazy idea.
Jay-Z won the war. So if she had any plans on winning, she should have jumped on Takeover from the jump.
Takeover would have been a crazy move. Could that have been like, I just took one of your chess pieces.
If she really wanted to win, she took the loser end of the stick from the jump.
That's the psychology though, because you thinking so far ahead. People thinking about
she jumped on the losing ball.
People thinking about the battle one, not the war. You feel me? And even in that, that's questionable because I'm one that says Takeover was strong and super ugly.
Yeah, all of them.
But you know, that's another conversation because we gonna deviate.
Yo, I feel like this. Bro.
Call it Brooklyn bias, people.
I feel like this. I feel like this. I looked at it like, cause like I have this relationship with Nicki where sometimes I feel like I am her.
What's going on? You know they gonna get you, man. Just clear it up before they go crazy, man.
No, like y'all don't get it. Like I have this ability to like just like get in people's head. I can just see what they think.
There we go.
It's also meditation shit, chakras.
I'm with it.
Astral projection.
You know the people.
Astral projection shit. You know that other shit that other people don't work out. So sometimes I astral project. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to go in people's houses and inside their head and see what they see. So I was sitting right there with Nicki mentally when she heard the song and she laughed at it. Like, I don't have to reply.
Now, let me do this. Somebody said her career is over. Nicki Minaj's career is over. Let me really talk to y'all because
the trap.
Now they need. This is what I did this for.
That was a trap, Pete.
This is what's important.
It was a trap.
No, they need this.
They don't need it. They want you to say this.
It was a trap. This is why I did this. This is why I be here. This is what we here for.
It was a trap.
This is what we here for, people.
I'm a troll specialist. It was a trap.
Nah, I'm tired of seeing it. They got it because I'm going to respond. Nicki ain't got to respond. I'm going to respond. All right? Now, let's get this thing straight. Because we got to stop playing make-believe. Let me ask you all a question so you can understand what's actually taking place here. I got to go on my Stephen A. zone right now.
Let's go.
I got to be on my Stephen A. right now. All right? Because this is not only Acid 9, it's Acid 10, Acid 11, Acid 12. Let me do this right. First and foremost, if we are in the jungle and You only can eat one of two things, a monkey or a zebra. What do you eat? I don't care if you're vegan. I don't care if you do eat meat, but you never ate a monkey or a zebra, I would hope. The reality is this. If you can only eat either the monkey or the zebra, what do you eat? Write it in the chat room, people. Write it in the chat room right now.
I'm gonna definitely eat the monkey.
And of course he would have said that.
Of course.
Because he's the type. That's what I'm saying, he's different. We know the general consensus will stipulate they're eating the zebra. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the monkey being bipedal, the monkey being able to walk like you walk, be erect like you're erect, hold on, has the same countenance, disposition. You connect with the monkey. This is not no subtle racist shit. This is for black people, white people, Chinese people, everybody. The monkey looks so relative to the human physiology that you'd be inclined to eat something you're less connected with. Just like we could go to another country and they eat dogs. We have them as pets, not as a delicacy. What are you doing? But then the same people turn around and eat curry goat. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, don't eat dogs.
Like really. So, but we understand there's an affinity there. There's a connection. So you're not going to eat where there's a connection. You're going to protect where there's connection. Now, someone's probably saying,
because it has stripes.
Because it has stripes. Cool. But whatever that means. So now, why on earth would Brother Polite open up the conversation with which one you eat first? Because I think differently. So when we talk about Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma, I think monkeys and zebras. Which one would a person eat? The person would most likely eat, they had to eat one of the two. They would eat the zebra because the monkey has similar disposition to themselves. No one wants to eat themselves. We root in or have empathy for that which connects with us. Now, let's go to the battle rap. And we say this. We look at Remy, we look at Nicki, we always, as a large group, connect with the person whose net worth we're closer to. Because they tend to appeal to our interests and needs. The person that's more successful, eventually there becomes a disconnect. And suddenly we no longer like you because we don't understand you no more. We don't understand your decision making. We don't understand the way you're talking. We don't really understand your change because you no longer look and sound like us because you've reached another plateau of success. So we generally cleave to the person with the lower net worth because the person with the lower net worth tends to be more like us. So if it's Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel, we went for Siegel because he was more into the streets. The nigga still had the crud from the streets still on him. He wasn't even shaping up his beard. It was like that nigga we connect with more. He's in the trenches. Jada was starting to do the feel yourself up, knock yourself out. We like, oh shit, he get commercial. He still got the raspy voice, but nigga driving nice cars and shit now. We gave it to Beanie Siegel. When we turned around and we saw who? Jay-Z and Nas. Jay-Z was obviously more successful. He achieved more material success. His perspective of the world. So what is this conversation? Oh yeah, you was in the game for 10 years, Nas. I was in there for 5. With 4 albums in 10 years, Nas, I could divide. He's like dealing with the metrics.
Yeah.
Isn't this what the more successful people tend to do when they have these conversations? Didn't Nicki say, hold on, your album didn't sell that much? Look what mine's is doing. And people, it goes over people's heads because you know what we say in the hood? In the hood, we don't talk about who got more money before the fight. We talk about who can throw a punch stronger. That's what we do. We compare hip-hop to boxing. What do they call boxing? Poor man's sport. Doesn't mean you can't make money in boxing. It means most people don't want their children to box because they don't want them to go through the fucking suffrage of getting punched in their damn head over and over and over to make some money. So we call it a poor man's sport or the sweet science. These are terms, phraseologies that they call it. We normally make analogies amongst boxing and what? We make analogies amongst boxing and rap. So rap, in terms of battling, is a poor man's sport. Hope they keep up with the analogy Because some people say, you know, how much people get all sorts of money from rap. It's not a poor man's school. I hope they understand. When we're talking about battling, meaning motherfucker, fuck you, kiss my ass, bitch, somebody. When we start talking that I'll shoot you when I see you, that's the poor man's conversation. People who have less money want that conversation to manifest. They want the disrespect. Oh, you heard what she said? You heard what she said about this? Her brother being a pedophile? She bringing up family issues. Cool, get in. You heard what she said? She disrespected her because her butt deflated. Ooh, get her. See, so people smell blood. This is the poor man's argument. The more disrespectful you get, the more glorious the song is. I'm gonna tell you why the second song flopped to most people. It wasn't disrespectful enough. It wasn't as disrespectful as the first song.
They wanted more blood.
They want more blood. If it had just been, tell me some more. You say you got texts and videos. We want to see it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, people connect with the person who hasn't evolved yet. That's what happens. So in every instance, whether it's Jada and Siegel, and I'm not saying Siegel shit wasn't fire. Whether it's Nas and Jay, and I'm not saying Nas joint wasn't fire. Whether it's Remy and Nicki, I'm not saying Remy stuff wasn't fire. I'm saying we don't like people who become more successful than us when the language changes, the culture changes, the clothes changes, the decision changes. When that starts happening, we feel betrayed by you.
I'm dealing with that right now.
I'm dealing with that right now.
Oh, we most definitely.
So I said to myself, it's no wonder why you also felt Nicki don't got to change. Because let me tell you something, why she ain't got to change. They say it don't got nothing to do with numbers. Nicki got over 70 million more followers on Instagram alone. And we know we got 70 million followers on Instagram, we got that much more reality. Because everybody just still ain't a student, or everybody ain't on Instagram. If I have that much over someone else, I can only help them by responding to them. So now that's a donation. When people try to come at me and say, why you don't debate this person, like you scared? You think that can mess with my mind? No! You know why? Because I say this to myself. I got almost 200,000 people on my app. That's 2/10 of a million people. How many people say that in my world? That they got 2/10 of a million people at their disposal upon a press of a button. My Facebook, over 100,000. My Instagram, en route to 100,000. And that shit is the newest amongst all my social media. And I directed people to go to my app. In fact, the last year and a half to 2 years is my most effective social media campaign because I wasn't even dealing with it. So my reality is this. If I got 2/10 of a million people following me on my platform, the app is a platform. Facebook and YouTube and Instagram is not a platform. These are pages. Platforms is when you can control your following, connect with your following directly without a middleman, without pay people, or be blocked if you send too much messages to too much people. If you have 2/10 of a million people on your platform, over 200,000 people on your own platform, you have your own world. Yeah. So when someone tries to call me, hey, debate me, hey, you should have caught me in my beginning years where I had to fight amongst you niggas and put up my dukes. Yeah. Now you can't do this to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you look old. You doing the old school shit. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, I'm in 2017 and you want to put up your dukes. I'm over here like, look how you throwing your heads. You feel me? That's old school for me. So when they fight each other, it look like this. That's what they think it look like. To me, it look like this. Put up your dukes. Because I'm like, oh, y'all want me to still do that? I'm thinking to myself, do you know the people I'm associated with that if they see me connecting with you on this lower frequency, cursing each other out, talking about each other's mothers, trying to get into each other's backgrounds, that's why this woman disrespected you and played you in the middle. It makes me look bad, but you gain. Because I'm sharing 2/10 of a million people with you when we have a production. You're sharing with me what? 1,000 people? I don't mind. Well, what if you're disrespecting me?
Right.
What if your key to fame, your claim to fame was You know the guy that said that Polite ain't shit? You know the guy that talked about Polite's looks, talked about Polite's wives, talked about Polite's children? Yeah, Polite's giving him a chance to do a debate. Whenever someone debates me, they make more money from the debate they do with me than they ever get paid doing any lecture. It's a fact. Some of these people didn't even have lectures until after they debated me. Niggas made shirts because they had confrontations with me. That's the if you can create products because you was talking to me or had a confrontation with me, I can't create a product because I was talking to you. No one's gonna buy that shit. So guess what happens? I started realizing
the game.
These guys need to respect me because when I engage them, it's a donation, whether they like it or not. So for me, what I gotta say when I look at these scenarios, and this is why I make this analogy and this corresponds to Nicki Minaj and those of her kind, I say this to myself. Hold on. I'm contributing whenever I do something with somebody who didn't come up like I came up. Yeah. So if I'm going to give it to somebody, let me give it to somebody. When I choose, let me give it to somebody who's not disrespectful on a certain scale. Because if I'm going to help you make more money than you ever made before, then you ever get paid to do anything because you're doing something with me. If I'm going to help you get more attention than you ever got before, let me give it to somebody who in the spirit of the sport deserves it, but not in the spirit of corruption, of dissension, of negativity, of anxiety, of stress, of animus. I'm not going to give that to somebody. I'm not going to put money in a pocket and put success and attention in the hands or in the lap of someone that's disrespecting me.
So do you think
so Nicki with 70 million more followers?
So Remy is disrespecting Nicki.
Let's go back to this. Yeah, she's disrespecting her. And for Remy, I would tell her this. Milk the cow. Come out with a body of work in between this time while you're trending. That's what she's supposed to do. You're supposed to, when people say, yo, but like you don't be getting mad that so much people keep talking about you and getting at you. They're supposed to do that. They're trying to get up there. Hopefully I'm stupid. I warrant, I qualify something they say with a response. And then it works to their benefit.
And then they drop a project.
That's what you're supposed to do. Now they're hot. Now they're making shirts. I've seen this thing done. I'm like, yo, this is pretty dope. Niggas is making these shirts. I mean, it lasts for a week or two, but shit.
Got a little something out of it.
They got something out of it, and I'm like, yo, y'all should thank me. But anyway, you know, you're getting more video views since you engage me. So for me, I'm saying this. Remy should do what she can. Push this motherfucker to the limit.
To the limit. She better drop again. She needs to drop.
Remy needs to drop a mix. She should have a mixtape. I wouldn't even have had no diss tracks come out again unless it was part of a project that's coming out immediately, because this is going to die quickly. Beef in, beef out is going to be gone in 2 weeks.
Look,
you saw it with Chris Brown and Soulja Boy.
She got one more try at this, bro. She started off fire. No, Pete, though. Pete, she started off fire. She smoked herself. She most definitely cheddar bomb herself, without a doubt. But people still want to see what's going on. She need a song to end it. She need one more song called like, this is the last time I'm gonna say something random.
Now watch this. Let's get another person here. Someone said, you made this topic about you. What am I supposed to do? When we grab ideas and opinions from things we see, what is your reference point? Should it be from your personal experience or should it be from someone else's experience? The veil from my eyes is removed when I see someone go through something in similar capacity. Where am I supposed to reference my thoughts and ideas from? The reason why this is how you know the monkey zebra thing went over their head. The reason why I come to the conclusions I come up with, I say, yo, you know what? Remy reminds me of my sister. I love my sister. That's probably why I connect with her at that level. I keep it real. I know why I'm doing the things I'm doing and like the things I like. It's called introspection. Why you think what you think and why you feel what you feel. Here's the education, people. The reason why I say Nicki shouldn't respond, most likely is coming from a place because I too am in a competitive sport. People do troll me that are also a part of the sport. And I had to reconcile with myself when I got a team around me, my PR, my publicist, that say, hey, you know, when you keep talking to these people, they're the benefactors. What are you getting out? They're using you, right? They're going to keep doing this in hopes that you say something. And then I'm like, yo, do you want to help them succeed? You say you don't like them. Why you talk back? Watch them die. Don't respond to them. Be successful. That's how you kill them. People don't understand that. Most people don't. So even the person saying, see, you made this by yourself. You made this of yourself. Those are the people who vote for Remy for all superficial reasons. I ain't saying you can't vote for Remy. I'm saying many people root for the so-called underdogs. When was the last time the underdog was the wealthier person? Tell me one time in hip hop when the wealthier person was the underdog. I'll wait. Mention them in the chat. We don't like when our people become more successful than us because we don't understand them. Henceforth, there's a disconnect. We relate to the person with the lowest net worth. This is what's real. I don't even have the right to talk about black issues no more because I don't live in a black community. Even though I served time in that bitch for over 20 years, Daylyt ain't real no more because he moved out of Watts. He ain't real no more. He supposed to stay there while he's making money, while people kill each other for money. Hey, I'm making more than everyone, and I'm gonna live here while people kill each other for money. Like, bro, what kind of setup shit is this?
I see always rob niggas over like 20. Nigga, like, yo, that nigga got 20, get it.
And this nigga he got the bag. But yo, let me stay here with the bag. I noticed you guys have been killing each other for money. By the way, I'm making more than all of you. What does it mean? So you see, and I'm talking real shit. So guess what? When he says, Nicki don't have to respond, I'm looking at him, but I'm saying I can understand his perspective. This brother just went on tour with Hobson. This is a man who has over 1 million people following him. Yeah. This man in battle rap is doing things that battle rappers never seen before. I'm talking in terms of success, so much so he be dealing with battle rap like that's secondary. And the battle rap fans is mad at him like, yo, because you know what they want? Vintage Daylyt, vintage POLIGHT. See, I want that POLIGHT that's on the streets. No, this time someone will kill me.
Like literally.
Before I was a threat because we don't know what POLIGHT likely to do.
Yeah.
But now he has a lot to lose. It's gonna be easier to do this to me. Yeah. Because now I'm like, hold on. I live in Beverly Hills. Pushing the ghosts. I'm in movies. Got some acting going on over here. Commercial about to pop off. Celebrity mentor. Several wives. So when they start looking at it like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Because I worked so hard to not have to deal with that no more. See, but you know what they say? Yeah, man, you should kill that man. And then after everything I worked so hard for, I kill him and run him in prison.
It's a double setup, bro.
Oh, you serious? So you're supposed to do battle rap until you have to hurt somebody for disrespecting you. Because that's the nature of this shit. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be disrespectful, you're going to be disrespectful, and whoever out-disrespected the other one, and couple it with some bars here and there, that's the winner. So eventually you got to map out for the nigga.
Yeah, and then they're going to say you fucked up the sport when you did that. Same way they did with Remy.
This is true.
Same thing.
They told Remy, blood, get her again. So Remy does a second track. Come on, Remy, you doing too much.
I'm looking at my timeline. Niggas is like, yo, it's over for Nicki Minaj. Remy should do another diss track. Niggas is tweeting Remy like, drop again. The same niggas that tweeted her and said, drop again was like, yo, you should have never did that. What made you do that? Who told you to do that? Yo, they'll turn on your ass in a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat. That's why I like, yo, social media, bro, it's like.
So here we go. Are you saying that Nicki can out-rap Remy?
I'm saying that.
Nicki can rap with the best of them. So let's not act like Nicki is not rapping back because she's afraid, because she don't got bars. Nicki stuck it out with Jay-Z, T.I., and Kanye West. And she was in there with the elite.
holding the ground.
And I would even say this. It's arguable if she won
She held her ground with
the battle of the lyricists when she's with the elite, all on the same track. I'm a motherfucking monster. She was a monster on that shit. It's arguable that she had the best verse. So what are we talking about here? What we talking about? It would be a great battle if those two got together. Well, all I'm saying is, once disrespect comes into play and you see it's personal, then what would be the reason for Nicki to share her stage? Because that's what she's doing and she responds back. Let me explain something to you. Nicki went up over 2 million followers since Remy been attacking her. Remy didn't go up 2 million. I'm talking some real advanced metrics. I'm the type of person, once this beef starts, I'm the type of person to look at everyone's numbers and I just like to pay attention to what's going on. I like to apply this stuff to my life
instead of following Remy, they start following Nicki to see if Nicki was gonna say something.
And then they're seeing what Nicki's doing. Nicki's in Paris. Nicki's doing something with Future.
So how it works is Remy just boosted Nicki up, hoping that Nicki would give her a boost. Nicki leaving her hanging and dry.
Now watch this. If Nicki were to castigate Remy in public, would Remy's views go up? It would definitely go up because we have to go over there to see what she said. And maybe she could start campaigning to win us over. Her views would go up. So now you gotta think, if someone's attacking you and you are not at eye level, one just came home from prison, never fight a hungry person. We know this in the hood.
Yeah.
Remy hungry and she got talent galore.
I don't know about that,
She got talent. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. My opinion says Remy got talent galore. She's too dangerous to deal with at that level because the people are gonna appeal to her because she's more in arm's reach with the people than Nicki is. No one wants to consider that if Nicki was to publicly castigate Remy to such extent that Remy has done to her, she might lose some of her endorsement deals.
Yeah.
Do we understand that? What's some of the shows that she was on? Was it America's Top Model or Dancing with the Stars? Which one of these shows was Nicki a judge or something like that? She was a judge on one of these shows. This is true. You can look at me crazy. Thank you.
What is it?
Some singing show. Whatever the case may be. Nicki got Barbie doll lines. She's on shows being a judge for what's going on in white people's business.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? She not only has a brand, she is a brand now. Her name is going to see to it she always is successful. 70 million people is a lot of people, bro. If I'm 70 million more than the person talking to me, then we're really not looking at each other. It's just true.
Yeah, because I've replied to like Bill Gates one time, and it made me realize that I don't even exist. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Reset.
American Idol.
American Idol. She's on American Idol. Like, they allowed a hip hop her to be on American Idol because by now you're a pop her.
Yeah.
You're popping. You feel me? And now it doesn't mean that you can't be gutter or ratchet, but the more she keeps climbing up that social ladder, the more it's like this stuff is beneath her. Now people may say, so why she's popping shots? Because she still got to connect with that core base of people, but she just only going to take it but so far. Only but so far. So again, when you say you related to yourself, yeah, people taking shots at me for health, for politics, for economics, for all that. But guess what? When I come out the air and I realize what's going on, I just start snickering like, you think I'm still, we're not doing this no more. We're not doing this no more, you know? Those days done.
Yeah.
That's why when I picked the Judah debate, there's a different energy because I knew he was going to try to talk about my family, my wives, my children. You know, he's not going to talk about
You don't go to them, so they got shit to do with.
How my beard looks. Oh, you don't have a beard. What kind of man are you? You don't wear a beard. Like, this white man wasn't going to do that. And guess what? I did record numbers. I did record numbers on pay-per-view. I did record numbers at the gate when people came in. You feel what I'm saying? And guess what? I was able to still maintain the integrity of the newly found relationships I built out here in Beverly Hills, in Bel Air, in Hollywood. How? Because I didn't have to get into the type of conversation where I had to denigrate the character of another brother, and in doing so, disrespect myself in the process by disrespecting him and going lengths that I should be far and above and beyond. Right. Now, people say, you don't want to keep it real no more. You change your shit up. Yeah, I shouldn't have to have that kind of conversation with my people in order to profess my scholarly abilities. I shouldn't have to do that no more. But since that's the culture of what people want black people to do, keep that.
So I just thought of another perspective. I have to change the subject.
Nah, you good.
All right.
So Nicki don't have to respond.
Nicki shot the shots first, right?
So they say.
So let's look at it from
my perspective.
My mind twisted. Nicki shot the shots first, right? Remy threw the punch. Nicki followers went up, and she not replying. Who won?
She's winning all day.
If you look at it from that perspective,
in every diss that Remy does from this point forward, Nicki's winning. Because you know what it made me do? I started following Nicki to see what the hell she's doing and when she's going to do it, all because of Remy.
Yeah.
I ain't even follow Remy yet. I got to get ready to follow.
Nope.
You see, there's more incentive to follow.
So maybe Nicki had this all planned out.
I don't know if she's that.
She most definitely is rapping with the top niggas in the game. She is that. That bitch brain is there. Sorry.
I'm glad you cut me off before I incriminated myself.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
That bitch brain is most definitely there. For the simple fact,
I agree.
She shot the shot. She really threw the first jab.
She Jay-Z'd it. Because he's the master of subliminal.
He's master. She threw the subliminal. She got Nicki to bite. She got Remy to bite, and her followers went up.
2 million, bro, in like the last 3-4 days. I'm telling you, I watched it.
So she threw it. No, listen to it.
I watched it.
She threw this.
This is true.
She threw this.
She went up another 100,000, but now she's 75.1.
She threw the shot. Boom.
Over last night.
Remy bit, and everybody waited for Nicki, but we didn't care about Remy. We still ain't following her. But Nicki might have had a genius plan, but.
And again, I thought, could you say, no, she got to respond to the call. No, she don't got to respond. She's winning.
She's winning.
She didn't just come home from prison.
Yo.
What are we talking about here? See, I want Remy to do what she has to do with the situation and understand there's a maturation
She
date.
fucked up for one. She didn't have no merchandise.
Yeah, you gotta have merch and everything.
She should have had Barbie doll, the heads cut off.
And I think Ether should have been the capstone. I don't think she should have came straight out the gate with Ether because nothing will meet that expectation.
She shot. Look,
nothing she does is gonna compare to the Ether song. Because just the fact it's Ether, we expected that.
Ether is the last. It's like one of the last levels of surface line diss tracks. You don't shoot that off the gate. She should have shot the back-to-back one off the gate and then came with Ether. That would have been very effective.
That's correct. And I would even say she should have her own original diss track come out first.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
So she can see if it becomes a banger.
Remy lost in a lot of ways. She lost in a lot of ways. Like I said, she chose Ether.
I don't think she thought it was going to go that far.
She Remy Ma. She should have known that. And if she don't know that she Remy Ma, then she's more baby. Then she don't know who she is. From that perspective.
I don't know.
She should have came off the gate with a random, her own track. Shit could have been on iTunes and all. Bitch could have made a good 50,000 off of this.
Yeah.
Off her own track.
Because her Ether song went number 2 on iTunes. But for how much money? I think it's free.
I don't think she can sell that, right?
Yeah, it's free.
So
you got attention. And of course, you're getting all sorts of radio personnel reaching out to you. But where's the merch? Where's the marketing
But the merch,
collateral?
She's not thinking. She's not. I'm just.
No, the team need to be all over that. And the second we seen it go more viral than we anticipated, yeah, you got the what's that? Hamo Pato, you know, money or guns. I think it translates to something to that effect. But that's a joint venture. First of all,
I believe.
And
they didn't line her up like that.
Exactly.
I don't.
And that's what hurts. And again, I want Remy to use this to her best advantage. Because I'm rooting for Remy.
All right.
And I also want Nicki not to respond.
Because
I'm rooting for her. If they both can win doing what they do. Not responding and responding is the best way for both of them.
Here comes the curveball. She went out there and performed the song and didn't know the lyrics.
Yes, she did not know the lyrics. And you can't do this because people ain't get a chance to really learn it yet either. Because you performed it almost like, I think, 48 hours or 24 hours within the time you made it.
Why would you do that?
And some of those people probably heard it for the first time during the concert. Like,
it still wasn't even all the way out yet, and you fucked up.
So, you know.
She fucked up. She lost. When you start adding up everything,
people will not.
Remy took a large L right about
People are only starting to understand certain things because the second song came out and it didn't hit the same way. I mean, me personally, I like the second song. I like it, you know. But me, I be listening to things and I'm not always just into the beats.
You can't.
But it's the psychology behind the second song that I don't like.
Drake back-to-back me. He back-to-back me because he was winning. It was looking all the way ugly for me. Meek had already replied. It was already ugly, so it was like, yo, I'm going to stump on you while I'm on top. What happened to Nicki Minaj was like, it was a power. I mean, what happened to Remy was, Remy reminded me of, what was the witch from Power Rangers? Like how she always started off winning and lose at the end of the show every time. That's what happened. Like she got too excited. She thought the battle was
watch
over.
This. Someone said Nicki can't respond because she don't got nothing to say. Do you believe that's true?
Got a lot to say.
Oh, y'all really thinking Nicki can't say something to have us like, whoa?
She got a lot to say.
People are so disloyal.
So we gonna act like so Nicki said, you know, Nicki said that like, or Remy said that, you know, all of the shenanigans about Nicki Minaj. Man, there's some stuff to say about Remy. There's a lot of stuff to say about Remy. I don't think she just got a clean track record. I'm pretty sure Nicki knows some stuff. They both used to be with the other shit, right? When they both with the gay shit, right? Also, I'm pretty sure they know some shit.
It's a polite term pop. These guys are funny. Yo, I'm just saying.
Nicki got a lot to say, bro.
She definitely
right, especially right now. She just say thanks for the followers.
Yo, cause I gotta watch this stuff, man. And I guarantee if you watch the followings grow, like go to their pages and watch it for a week. You gonna unfollow later. You'll see what I'm talking about.
What I think Nicki should do right now is she should get sponsored by the drink Remy, like Remy Pink.
Boss stuff. Just
get an endorsement deal by the actual Remy drink company.
It's like when Jay was president of Def Jam. And y'all still want to beef?
Yo, like that nigga made power moves, bro. He a cheater.
It don't even make sense.
Sign out.
You see what I'm saying? And that's likely to wind up happening later in the future.
Yo,
in this situation.
If Nicki come out and say, I'll sign you for like $8 million, what we talking? I think you nice. The diss tracks was fired. I don't want no problems. I'm gonna sign you. There's $20 million. Sign her ass and shelf her.
Shelf her. Yo, listen.
She can pull it. Nicki can most definitely pull it.
I deal with Remy for all sorts of non-hip hop reasons that should be hip hop.
Lost nigga reasons?
Should be hip hop reasons. I deal with Remy. And you know, I mean, I love the relationship with her and Pat. Who's
strong.
I like what they project.
Big up to Pat for holding her down. I didn't see Pat with no bitches the whole time she was
8 years.
None. That nigga's alphabetical slaughtering for 8 years, my nigga.
Yo, he's a real dude. I mean, you gotta support that boost.
I'm big shot, yo.
And that's why
their
relationship is great for hip hop. And that's why I want them to utilize this experience to the best of their ability, while at the same time, for real bosses, for real successful brothers and sisters, Nicki is demonstrating the do's and the don'ts. Remy has too much momentum because too much people can't appreciate a successful person. Nicki will be committing suicide to try to respond to her because the scales are tilted, and not because of something she would do wrong. It's because of the wrong that exists in people. They don't want successful people to win. So, you know, we see this over and over in history. Nicki is going to get it right. Where Jay had to learn, where Jada had to learn, you feel me? Nicki will win this thing like no one else won, because she's completely disassociating herself from this. And guess what? Hip hop years is quicker than a New York minute.
Oh, it should be over. It should be over.
In two weeks from now,
this should be over.
If Remy says something about Nicki 2 weeks from now, we might be screw facing her like, yo, what's your problem
about that?
What's your problem with her? Where did this start from? Like, these people will drive someone crazy. Yeah, blah. 2 weeks later, yo, where did this all begin, Remy? Why you trolling her? Yep. She's in Paris and doing stuff in the future. Why you not doing stuff? This is how people behave. Hip hop can be very schizophrenic.
Yeah, facts.
They want it for the moment, but they ain't there for the longevity.
I just looked at Nicki's page and someone was like, she's unbothered as fuck. Like, she's not bothered by it.
She really, I mean, the only slip up I believe Nicki did was allow people to publicly realize she was mad at Trey Songz, because then you're making the song bother you before the public.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have did that. And if you attack Trey, you gotta get everyone else as part of those allegations, in my opinion. Because now a lack of a response is an admission of guilt. See, someone had to pull her and be like, yo,
chill. Somebody on the back end was like, chill.
Stop. Don't do that.
Don't. Yeah.
In Texas, Charlemagne, according to Charlemagne,
yeah.
Yo, you whack that or this, that. Nah, don't do that.
Don't say nothing. The people behind it, people was like, Jay-Z this one.
Like, chill.
Jay. Probably was Jay.
Probably was.
Hey, you a sneaky ass nigga. Jay sneaky, my nigga. Jay is a sneaky ass. I fuck with Jay.
Especially it is. So someone says it's not about success, it's about bars. Okay, listen to this closely. At this point, when the second song comes out, none of this is about bars, people.
Yeah.
Once the second song come out, with Remy, it's about success.
Yeah.
She's doing shows based on this beef. And then she's cross-marketing by saying, hey, I do got this project out with my brother Fat Joe.
She is clearly trying to promote something to gain success, without a doubt.
What do you mean it's not about success, it's about bars? The reason Nicki is not responding, I would almost put my life on it,
is because she's not going to let her climb up the ranks.
That would be a donation. So why the hell am I helping someone who's disrespecting me and my family? I don't care if I started or not. I'm not contributing to your life. I'm not. You're disrespecting me. If it wasn't so disrespectful, maybe even I would say maybe they should. Maybe she should show the sister some love and make this happen. I'm not trying to sun Remy. I'm just saying you got 70 million more people than this person. You on American Idol or that show, whatever. You got these dolls after you. You got like 5 other major brands and companies co-signing you. You got beef with yourself. You feel me? Yeah. You got problems many of us don't even got, or can ever conceive of having, would never have. You got Giuseppe, throw me some money because you see me in your shoe problems.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That shit wild.
Negroes can't even cop a pair of Giuseppe's. She got a Giuseppe argument. My nigga, you gotta cough up some money. You see me here wearing these shoes?
Yeah.
Y'all posted me wearing these shoes? Y'all named the shoe after me? She got different problems.
Yeah.
You feel me? Those she beefing with them. She posted her shit. She banging on them.
Yeah.
Cause she want her bag. So you know, this is all about success. What do you mean bars?
I mean,
bars went out the window the second a song went viral. Bars went out the window. The second song was, hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck. She stayed with the first.
Yo.
You know? And like I said, I'm a fan of both songs. I just think the second one came out prematurely.
On a scale of 1 through 10, would you do the second song?
I don't want to do that.
Come on,
I don't feel comfortable with that. Yo, Daylyt is such a jerk. They be asking the wrong questions, man. You can't be the interviewer.
1 through 10, B, come on.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just going to the chat room. Listen, if Nicki were to say what POLIGHT just said, she might have a chance like a tweet. She's not getting my buzz. As a fan of rap, it's about bars for me. Of course. As a fan of rap,
all right, no.
For me, it's about bars and success. Because I want to see these rappers succeed. I don't want to see them kill each other in the beef and then y'all disrespect each other so much. A new girl could come up because no one don't want to deal with either one of you.
I want to capitalize.
Go ahead.
So he said, as a fan of rap, it's about bars. Which means he's a nigga that understands bars. Which means if you want to add up catalog, Nicki has gave us some of the wildest bars we've heard in hip hop. So in that case, like Nicki has said some things I was like, bitch, that was wild. Like that, like I'm a battle rapper. And she has threw some bars out there that I was like, she got a shit. She's waiting right now.
She went there several times. That's why I don't get this idea that people think Nicki can't compete.
Like,
why are we saying that?
Like on some real shit, all jokes aside,
why are we saying that?
Nicki can send Sheether to the moon. Nicki can get on Ether and send Sheether to the moon.
Wouldn't that be some shit? She jumped on Ether.
And I was like, this is how you do it. Let me show you how to do this. And if she started off with Jay-Z verse, I'm gonna show you how to do this, son. On Ether. I got if she
stop because you're gonna make me say she needed to respond.
Yo, I got the whole verse already done. I'm about to just drop Nicki replies. Yo,
that's what you got. Yo, I
told you. If she jumped on Ether and said, "Let me show you how to do this, son. I got 99,000 to the 15 on Ether."
He's crazy. He got all. You need to stop. You're giving away too much. You are.
That would have been wild. That alone would have ended Remy's whole career. Just that alone.
It's so much that can be done.
Then that don't got nothing to do with it. See, people talking about one person. That don't got shit to do with Remy. But if that was said on the track, it'd ended Remy.
So simple. So simple.
And Nicki got that type of mind.
Nicki,
it can get this. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Look, Remy,
put one of these things.
Because I'm pretty sure Remy is gonna see this one way or another.
I was just thinking, it's so funny stuff.
Remy is gonna see this one way or another. You gotta know niggas is watching all of us.
Man, show Remy some love, man. She ain't.
So what I'm saying, Remy.
Remy top 10.
No, I feel that. But what I'm saying, listen to me. I understand how this shit works. Let me get back on. Keep it rap. I'm not gonna tell. I've been told I'm gonna keep it a buck. What I do want to say is capitalize off this scenario and capitalize off it good. I say you should make one more song, and you need to come off like very crazy. Ride it as much as you can because within a couple of weeks, this shit is going to be a thing of the past. But enjoy it while you can because Nicki Minaj has the ability to send your career to the moon. She's a better rapper than you in every way of form. I'm just keeping it. She has more bars for you. She has more punchlines than you. She has more metaphors than you. And she can ride a beat better than you. These are actual facts. And I don't give a fuck about that personal shit. A metaphor is gonna make niggas jump out their chair. Just like niggas are saying your Safari shit is the craziest shit.
Some real stuff.
They saying that your Safari line, that Mac Safari web browser shit, that was crazy. That's what Nicki do entire songs. She's a punchliner. Nicki is indeed a punchline rapper. And punchline rappers destroy people when it comes to rap beats like that.
I can put you on live.
Facts is facts. We live in a world where everybody's lying. What the fuck about them facts? Everybody's lying in this fucking hip hop game. We know that. You know that. You in the hip hop game. You know that people and who they say they are. And facts don't mean shit. None of that fact shit means shit. Nobody real niggas. None of that means nothing.
See, this is destroying families.
We live in a fake ass world where people just want to hear some fake ass shit. So all Nicki had to do, is get on the track, ride the beat very good, like extreme. I'm talking about ride the beat very good, which she is capable of riding a beat very good. Ride a beat very good, give you some lyrical miracle in between with a bunch of random ass punchlines that have nothing to do in your career will go to the moon. So enjoy Nicki not replying. Enjoy it because it's the safest thing for you. That woman will damage you badly. I'm sorry to say it. She's a punchline rapper. She will damage you badly. Nicki got bars. She's not a storyteller. She don't really tell too many stories. This bitch is a punchliner. And punchlines are very effective in rap battle. I'm telling you. And not only is she a punchliner, she has double entendres. She's like over the head. She got shit you gotta run back. All of that shit that happens in battle rap, she do this shit on tracks. So what I'm saying is like, from a lyrical standpoint, from a rapper standpoint, from all of that standpoint, Nicki Minaj was smoking. Enjoy it, man. Sell some t-shirts, get some merchandise up. You know, get a few records up, get your iTunes up. Whatever you got to get up, man, get your bread while you can, man. And if I was you, I would just hope she don't reply because she could set the bar so high that you won't even be able to get there. You could talk your gritty shit you in the streets and that all that shit that he like because you sound like his sister, you can talk all that shit. You can talk all the polite sister shit, right? But if Nicki start that shit all the way, motherfucker, I got 99 problems and the bitch ain't one. If she start her verse off with that, it's over for you. That's it. That's like people want to hear the metaphors. What make us go, God damn, is the metaphors
and the schemes.
The schemes and the metaphors. That's all Nicki Minaj does. She's not too much of a storyteller. All she does is metaphors and schemes and double entendres and shit. She will flame Remy, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, people may feel different. People may feel another way than me. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Like we said, this bitch has been on tracks with the GOATs and held her own. Do you think Remy would hold her own on an Eminem track? Yes or no? I don't know. No. Eminem would send that bitch to another universe.
Maybe you're giving him too much credit these days.
No, I'm not.
Nah.
No, I'm not giving them credit.
You might be giving him too much credit.
I'm telling what has happened to most people who has got on records with him. He's fried.
Nicki ain't get fried.
Exactly. And Remy would.
No, you never know. You see, let me show you something. These diss tracks bring things out of people where you normally hear the best of them when they do the diss. Right? And then that creates a new culture for them immediately. You never know where she's at now, for the most part.
Where Nicki's at right now, I'm gonna tell you this.
She's embarrassed.
I'm gonna tell you where Nicki at right now. She damn sure ain't in battle mode. Based on the tweets like of her saying with Trey Songz, that was one of them like, hey, y'all stop. I don't want to fight things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't egg this on. Like, I don't want to fight.
Yeah, stop playing yourself.
Yeah, she's not.
See, people say this is hip hop, and I keep telling them, no, it's not. You have to have both people decide that this is hip hop.
Yeah.
This is she. If she's feeling like this is pop at the moment, she got 70 more million people. Then nigga is pop. You better pop your way into trying to disrespect her. You better sing. And you probably have a better chance singing disrespect right now.
You know,
she's in her own lane, and this is what I was looking to explain to y'all earlier. When you realize that you can just do what you want, your world of people, She got 70 million people just on Instagram alone. 70 million more. Not 70 million, 70 million more than the person antagonizing her. She can be on an island by herself with her own populace. That's more people than many places called countries.
Yeah.
Do you understand? She has 70 million people follow her. She has her own nation. I don't think people understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You probably have 2-3 nations of followers, depending on the nations we're talking about. You have nations of followers. You at the moment decide what the rules are. You are the government.
You are the government.
You feel what I'm saying? This is really real, people. This is what I'm trying to explain to people. She has her own planet if she wanted.
Most definitely have like a Barbie world. She most definitely have Barbie world.
So when people like watch this, and I'm not saying she's Michael Jackson, but we would have looked at Michael if somebody was disrespecting Michael. First of all, we'd have got mad at the person.
Clearly is Michael Jackson. They look kind
That's
of.
what I'm saying. But I'm not calling her Michael, so niggas don't get it misconstrued. But what I'm saying is, she got that thing with her following like Kanye West. He got his own world. Cats was disrespecting Kanye. Now you know what they be doing? They be holding tight because they be like, you know what? Kanye can disrespect his own followers and gain more followers in the process. He got the juice.
Yeah,
He be like, you know what? And that's it.
Yep.
And walk out. And walk out. And then he be like, yo, wouldn't it be messed up if I just got off the stage and walked away right now? I'm out of here.
Out.
And then, Kanye. Yo, the man got his own occult following. I said occult. He has his own occult following. He got the juice. When you got the sauce like that.
Son, he got juice that don't exist. Maybe my Adidas for 1,000. Son, he got juice that don't exist.
My man had a projection of himself showing Manhattan and playing his music. A projection of himself. I think Shaq's Fifth Ave or something. Just doing his thing. At that point, when somebody wants to debate about, when 50 was like, yo, if his album sells more than my album, I'm going to retire. And I know they probably talked to each other and said, look, this is going to be the marketing strategy. I'm going to put out my album. Maybe they did that. But as big of a 50 fan that I am, I knew he was going to win against Kanye. Because Kanye, but at that time it was still early. We didn't know what the phenomenon was.
Yeah, we were so yeah.
But I had this clairvoyance where I'm like, I already know he's special. He got that thing about him because he be in his artistic world. It's the artistically gifted that's going to always persevere. See, Jay, he into art. Like all these people that's into the arts and or what we call the weird shit, they brains spin differently. You feel me? Like that's how it works. See, I'm always be straight. My IQ test takes me over 145. Like this is just facts. Yeah. I'll show you.
I ain't never took an IQ test, bro. I really want to take it.
You feel me? And people will say, that's the white man science. And then I'll ask them, what exactly is the science? And what does IQ even stand for?
I don't know.
Intelligent quotient. So you see, people will say, white man science, and they're like, oh, you're right. What sciences in particular are you talking about that you're against when they evaluate and come up with the intelligent quotient? I'm just saying, that's white people shit. There you go. And that's why your IQ score is all the way down there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, chances are my Agudala is a whole lot smaller. Because the higher your IQ, the smaller your Agudala is, which is within the confines of your limbic system, which is where they call people whose Agudala is smaller, they tend to consider them narcissistic, egotistical, murderers. You know, like most of your serial killers happen to have high IQs because their sense of fear and relating with other people is totally different. Their concept of fear, that's what the amygdala is all about. It's the most interconnected part of the brain, and it makes you access fear before almost every action or instinct that comes across to you in the human experience. People with smaller amygdalas don't register fear first, they actually rationalize. And so those people tend to be considered insensitive
Yeah.
Like they don't care about people's feelings. But it don't be that. It's just they just see the world differently and they realize those feelings need to be omitted in order to get the job done. So anyway, point in case being, when you see genius, the world is always going to be mad at them because they don't respond to things or say the things that you need them to say. You're the first one to say, eat the monkey. Out of everybody I ever met in my life. Since I'm saying it. But I looked at you and said, go figure. Because amongst him being who he is saying the things he has to say. And then
I still want to know why.
And then
I get it.
He's extremely intelligent.
I get it. Like, I get it. I eat the zebra, and it's just me and the monkey left. The chimpanzee, they destroy people. I get this motherfucker out of here fast.
And then suddenly it makes sense all over again. So now what I'm saying is,
you think, like, no.
See, he just
Zebra.
zebra.
Look, hey, zebra. Pete. All right, this is what we gonna do, right? You gotta help me get the monkey out of here, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna eat you now. I could ride you for a couple of months. You feel me? To get me to the next location. But this nigga right here,
He gotta go there.
he gotta go now. Gotta get the monkey out of here. Now, I heard about monkey. I seen the monkey.
And there we go. He made sense out of it. So, but we know that in an emotional context, looks too much like whether we realize it or not. So, I'm just saying, family, we covered this topic pretty thorough. And I know some of you are mad, some of you are upset, and it happens. And that's what's fun about it. We can all have arguments about it. You know, my publicist called me, totally disagreeing. But it's so funny that if somebody was to clap at me, he'd be like the first one saying, why would you honor these people with a response for that? But he's telling me hip hop. So what the hell are you telling me when this debate thing's going on and people trying to call me out? Hey, I want to debate you, dumb nigga. Da, 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 da. You the devil, polite. My publicist be the first one. Stop talking to him. Don't say nothing to him. Now this thing goes on with Nicki and Remy. No, Nicki got to respond. This is hip hop. Is this a spell?
Yeah, somebody shit. Same one I told you don't reply, telling her she got to listen.
What's going on? What is going on, Mr. Publicist? That's how I know I beat you in the argument already. He's supposed to call in because I was going to tear him up. Mm-hmm. But he's another one who didn't show up. Mm-hmm. King Los, you're a battle rapper. What happened to you? You're supposed to be here because Los has very unique perspectives too.
Well, his perspective is from why Nicki
he would have disagreed with most of everything you and I said. I can tell you that.
Oh, so he on the other side.
It would have been great. We got to get him in the ring.
Yeah.
Because he was going to disagree with a lot of reasons. I can tell you that. These niggas brown nosing hard, Nicki hard over paper, hoping she will contact her.
Don't listen to those.
Don't listen to those. Daylyt versus POLIGHT about what? On what? We disagreed about Remy Ma the first 30, 40 minutes of the show.
Oh, man.
They want blood.
They want blood.
This is not a disagreement. They didn't start disrespecting each other.
Be on the ground arguing head with each other. Peter Griffin and chicken and shit.
How Nicki responds to put out a dope album, but wish she had more material. Watch Jay-Z perform and open up for Foxy Brown. On the night Tupac got shot, Jay-Z was garbage. Why did I read that loud? Why did I read that loud? I gotta start reading these things first before.
Like mentally reading them before you like let them out.
You know, and then people want to pass this thing, well, Remy is super conscious. She's a conscious woman. They made her a conscious sister.
Wait, when?
Because she said some powerful thing. You got little girls risking their life to get their butts done and all. Yeah, but
you killed somebody. You smoked somebody.
Yo, I'm like, don't do that. Don't play the conscious card. I love Remy and Pat.
Let's get into that. I know we probably got it.
Yeah, but I don't like this crazy thing that conscious people try to pull.
Don't tell this woman
Someone said, man, let me shut up.
Don't tell this woman she got girls out here risking their life. And don't try to tell the woman, don't try to tell the younger girls to pretty much like, don't try to make Remy out to be a bad person for the younger generation. When it, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta look in the mirror first. Like, but you want them to not be like Nicki and be like you?
They said POLIGHT sold drugs, and y'all say he's conscious, right? POLIGHT killed somebody too. But listen to what I'm saying.
Nigga, I killed niggas too. It don't mean nothing.
Listen to what. listen. Remy and all of us is in the same boat. But what you're not going to do is try to convince me that she's now a leader in the conscious community. Because that's what they kind of try to pull here.
Yeah.
Like, no, she's out there to teach everybody. No, she's dope and she did some educating, right? I'm not condemning her for things she did in her past. I can presently listen to Sheetha now and hear her talking about shooting her in the present.
Like now, like right now.
The song starts off with gunshots, people. So I'm not talking about the fact she may have killed somebody prior. I'm talking about the fact that someone not only killed someone prior, but starts this is all over with the shots. Boom, 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 boom. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, you know, if I was here saying, yo, we gotta kill some people right now, live, then I'll be like, yeah, I get what you're saying about me. But I'm reformed. I'm actually saying I don't want to argue and fight with my people because it's not good for me and it's not good for them, and I don't want to misrepresent us as a race that way. And again, Remy educated on a lot of topics. So of course, I'm inclined to also appreciate what she put forth because of the educational premises that she put out there.
All right, can I be honest?
I'm down with that.
I still ain't heard the whole song. I only heard about 12 bars, money. I couldn't deal with the flow, bro. I just couldn't, bro. I haven't heard the whole song.
You gotta listen to Sheetha, man.
I can't.
She did a lot of educating, bro.
Like, Tori, like, how can you like give me this? Like, can you take me the numbers, like the times in the song? Or go just to those parts specifically because I don't want to hear the other parts.
Remy put some pain in. She did a hell of a job.
How long is the song?
7 minutes. Yeah. 7
That
minutes.
that might be why people are saying what they're saying. Because I'm not even gonna front. I literally heard about 12 bars in nothing.
Okay. So I think you all, what did Remy do today? Is he's acting hurt. What did Remy do to you acting hurt?
You really want to know what she did to me? A lady she killed my aunt. I'll get you back, Remy.
What? I just realized what's going on. I'm here in the comments.
She smoked my aunt. Nah, but Remy ain't doing anything to me, man. I fuck with Remy, man. To be honest, I fuck with Pat more than I fuck with Remy because, you know, Pat her dude. Like, I fuck with Pat.
Yeah, man, I'm just down with the way they demonstrate love amongst.
That's one thing I'm gonna give her. That's one thing I could give Remy over Nicki Minaj is her relationship status looks like a relationship. In a healthy relationship.
Oh, look at this guy. Hey, are you ready? All right. Mr. Publicist, you saying that this is my publicist, y'all. He's saying that Nicki needs to respond, but when somebody's coming attacking me, he says, POLIGHT, you should know better than to respond to them. Be listening. That's right.
That's why they sent your girl after her.
Foxy Brown.
Foxy went after Remy, so Nicki didn't have to go after Remy.
I gotta listen to the Foxy one too. Is it good? Do you like Foxy? Oh, it's good?
I like Foxy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let me turn it on. Let me turn you up there. So I'm actually looking at this that you do as well. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So I gotta listen to the Foxy joint. You know, we just.
Let me say this. Nicki is probably the baddest rapper, female rapper in the game right now.
This is what I'm saying. We gotta keep it real. Yep.
Course Bush is probably the best female rapper in the game right now. Course over. I mean, her mixtapes were crazy.
Nicki, her body of work. This is what I'm saying. She put so much in. People gotta catch up first.
Right, she has a crazy body of work, and I don't think anybody from management or a PR team is going to tell her to respond to that.
That's a fact.
What they'll do is they'll take away from, it's just going to take away from Nicki to respond. And it's going to help Remy. So, you know, economically, it makes sense for Nicki not to respond. But for hip-hop, for the true hip-hop fans, they don't want to see her respond. But Nicki is crossover as well, so if she never did a rap record anymore, she's still going to be done.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But, let's say this. She did put herself out there. Don't just, you can't put yourself out there and take the L like this. You're going to have to do something. So if it's sitting, boxing after her and having her on tools attack Remy, then, I mean, she's still fighting. You know, it's an art of war. She's still in an art of war right now. So how she would, if she could have thrown a grenade or she would throw a pistol in Remy. So this has to be a calculated move. Everyone's waiting. She knows that this hasn't happened since.
It's dying. And so, sorry about that, D. The phone died. D, the phone's dead. You're probably still talking through the phone right now to yourself. The phone died. And we're about to close out. I'm glad to be back. Again, go to ironbrotherpolite.com. We have the new course, not for this Sunday, the following Sunday. 2 Sundays from now, we have a new course coming out. What is that course? None other than the adverse possession, foreclosure relief, and credit repair course. Get on top of it. You can go online right now. It's going to be phenomenal. We have a Facebook Live that we'll be doing tomorrow on Brother Polite, facebook.com/Brother Polite. We're going to be doing it relatively early at around 1 p.m. Did you just say you're going to eat?
I mean, buy it. I mean, like.
Because I plan to eat it when I come home. Right? You better not touch my food! I'm sorry, people. We don't have to mess it down today.
Yo, you know what? Before we go, I hate how people keep saying this is good for hip hop. No, the fuck is not good for hip hop. Rap music ain't good for hip hop. None of this fucking negative ass shit is good for hip hop. What we fucking need is some fucking positive shit that need to be pumped on a large scale. Why is this? Like, start asking some of the fucking question. Why is this good? No, this is not good. Two motherfuckers talking down on each other is not good.
I agree.
This is not what we need. It is real shit going on in the world. This is not what the fuck we need for hip hop. This is not hip hop in the first place. It's cancer.
It's not hip hop when other races do it.
It's cancer.
It's hip hop when we do it. And that's what I'm saying. People are asking for an open invitation for people to disrespect each other. No, this is hip hop.
It ain't hip hop.
No.
You know what hip hop is? Flavor Flav fight the power.
You know what hip hop was?
UNITY.
Hip hop was also, I'm the illest rapper live, and you MCs can't deal with me because my bars, you know, like they used to rap about how much better they was than the other one. Somewhere along the lines, it became hip hop when we really start talking about each other's mothers, each other's face. You know, like everything.
More of this ain't hip hop. Stop saying this is hip hop and this is good. This is not what the fuck we need in this modern day, the shit that we got going on in real life. Like, motherfucking cops still killing niggas, shit's still happening in the world. And niggas talking about this is the fuck we need. Like, that's not the fuck we need, bro.
I'm walking with you, brother.
like on some real shit.
This shit is said at the beginning.
No, I'm gonna say it for the end. I'm gonna be an idiot, you know. Oh, hey, we're gonna bring him home because we're gonna leave, so let's bring him home.
That's
This
right.
is not what we need. None of this shit is. None of this rap beat. As of right now, we don't even need hip hop in general. We need none of it. What we need is more motherfuckers like this in the world. Everybody should be looking at polite page. Everybody should be on fucking polite eating shit. Everybody should be in that world. Like we need motherfuckers like, you know, all the conscious brothers that's in position. Like, you know, even though everybody have their differences, but this is what we should be focusing on right now. We shouldn't be focusing on two motherfucking bitches with fake hair fucking arguing about who got more money and nobody gives a fuck. Both people just got fake hair. Nobody cares. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of y'all fucking girly ass little tampon problems. What we talking about is we need to be pushing something bigger, man. Like why how can our attention as not even black people, but as a race be so distracted? Like when there's other shit that's going on. Like we get with water crises, we get with all types of shit. Like it's shit going on in the world for real. And this is what we choose to focus our attention on. Anybody that's promoting this shit and feeding into this shit is technically part of the overall problem. That's all I got to say.
You did a great job closing out, bro.
How we go, man?
Brought it back. And for anybody that said, hey, this program, this was just not what we need to be talking about, tell them to fast forward to the last 2 minutes of this program. And then make them wonder what happened in between. So, hey, thank y'all a lot. I am brotherpolight.com. It's what it is. Thank you for showing up to the new home and studio. We're going to be switching things around. I'm playing with it right now, but we wanted to give you this look. The new look.
And truthfully, I think you should keep running. Like when you have things here, I think this should be the setup.
Oh, you like this right here?
It has like, kind of like you got the black couch, like it just looks like when you're on black couch, like this kind of like the setup.
No doubt. So now company over,
Bring it or whatever it's the setup. And whatever you got in the background is the setup.
Yeah, I'm even looking at the way this is. You even have the camera scrolling.
Yeah. Get some little jibs in here, make a little talk show a little bit. Like
I'm down because the plants is looking dope. In the background, I'm looking at that. That looks pretty cool.
Put some little lights right there so you get a little production look.
Yeah.
Set it up.
It's working out. I mean, we got the space. We'll give you a tour of the home. Let me show you the sauna. Jacuzzi. Sauna dope. Sweat up on toxins. I'm just on it. I got the whole package ready. So, yeah, I'm going to take you to a sauna. The pools. Lounge. Conference room. Office.
The best part about all of that, even just hearing that, the best part about it is, you know, like I never really said this publicly, I never really said it, I never really told you this, but like to see that you have become or you have got put in a situation to where you can live good off of being smart. It ain't too many niggas that really like make it financially from like saying the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you say the right things that put you in a financially stable situation. Like, you know, like that's like maybe more technique ain't living like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he talk all the right shit. You know what I mean? So it's like that shit is ingenious in itself. Like you found the loophole in the conscious world. Like the loophole of like, yo, how to live right off of being smart. Like, you know what I mean? Like how to live right off of being intelligent. Like most motherfuckers I know that be preaching this shit and then be outside the speaker box. But oh, you gotta eat right. Niggas walk right past the nigga. Nigga eating a cheeseburger. Walk right past him and so it out. Like that shit is just dope, like, you know, in the situation. Hey, exactly. But what sucks the most is that niggas got with that. But can't make it.
We supposed to make money off of it, you know.
We so fucked up in the world, we can't even make it.
People owe $20,000, $30,000 in student loans. I can't make money off of it.
Make it.
Love our people. They come up with the craziest
It's
ideas.
ugly. It's ugly. I just announced like the record deal that I signed a deal with Champion Tony, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with Blue Beat.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Yeah, so well, Grammy nominated producers, they both Kendrick Lamar, Daylyt, they both Kendrick Lamar, Absol, Kanye, all the people do for all the big names and whatnot. So I just signed an exclusive deal with them, and like when it hit when it hit my little world, like, oh, Daylyt about to go Hollywood. All you have, instead of saying that, all you have to do is congratulate.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. Your first mind should have been like, "Yo, my boy is in a position." You know what I mean? He might look out for it.
That's right.
I most definitely do. Think, oh, he about to go Hollywood. He gonna leave.
Look at this. That's a timeshare.
It's an Airbnb.
Where the hell is a timeshare in Beverly Hills? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I know to stay the hell away from my own people.
That's more definitely a black nigga.
You know it's our first. You know it's our people. They say we in a timeshare. You know it's our people that will kill you when they find out, oh, sweat, it's not a timeshare. We got to get rid of him. It's his home.
Wow.
Yo, if it's not a timeshare, swear we're going to have to get rid of this thing. I'm telling you, this is what we're doing. Damn, it's a timeshare. Can't even enjoy my new home for a few days while I'm sick. So I'm just buying all sorts of furniture for my timeshare.
Yeah.
You don't buy furniture for your timeshare.
Yeah, you get
It's already-
It's already pre-furnished. This thing was empty. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see when the floor was empty.
Yeah.
We're drilling stuff and creating our meditation center that's literally outside. Like putting the grass down, putting the bamboo up. You see us building. They've never given no one the right to alter the environment, man. But I like this because I show my children those kind of comments, and they never understand why people go out their way to do that.
Most people are not happy with their own life.
Someone said POLIGHT need to take Nicki advice and not respond to these cats. You're absolutely right, but it just startled me that somebody could even be so weird. Yeah, POLIGHT, you ain't gotta prove yourself.
No, I used to do on my first stuff. Niggas be like, oh, they like, boom, boom. I just make bowls of cereal for $100.
Nigga, you boring, you ain't got shit to talk about no more. Say, why are you listening? Yo, somebody tried to tell me.
Like, we clearly said it was over. Like, niggas should have left. Like,
Somebody said, this nigga ain't going on no 80,000 followers on Instagram. It grew too fast. He must have bought those people. So I'm like, and I just checked and realized you're following me too. Did I purchase you?
most definitely.
And like my man Ty says, what's your asking price? Because if I'm purchasing followers and you're following me, what's your asking price? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can tell who purchases followers because if they got like 200,000 people following them or 150,000 people following them, and they flyers is only doing like 100 likes.
Yeah, that shit don't add up.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, there's some people in the conscious community buying followers.
A lot.
I don't buy my followers. You just see it grows at a natural rate and it's consistent. I'm consistent. And I'm not as consistent as I would like to be. Sometimes I go through those phases and it's amazing. And then other times I'm kind of vacating. I'm just really coming back. But I thank you all for joining us. This was dope. You niggas always suck up to somebody for a few dollars. He's mad because people are supporting me on my page. There's plenty of pages you can go to where they don't suck up to me, where they don't show me support, where they don't show me love. You're in the wrong place for that campaign, buddy. check out the PBS program. Everyone disappeared. Provides gold shoes for listening in on the chat today. Please subscribe to Bro. Thanks a lot, sir. Oh, yeah, someone wanted me to close it talking about black love, but what I will say is this: we commend Remy Ma and Papoose for even bringing that to the table in a community that is super saturated with drama. Thank you all. Let's meditate on the wise words of my brother Daylyt, who made it very clear that you know what, there's other things that we need to consider. And for those that saying that this is good for hip hop, Daylyt brought something extremely powerful to the table. When he said, us waging war against each other, and I'm paraphrasing, us waging war against each other may not be the most ideal means to grow a culture that we are being credited for. Just think about it, just paraphrasing. Okay, the way he said it was amazing. I would like to close out with that. Go to I'mBrotherPolite.com. Follow me on Instagram, brother_polite. And of course, Brother Day, I would like you to let them know the projects you got out, where they, what's your handle? That is to say where they can find you.
Most definitely. You can follow me on all the social media, Daylyt2k.com.
Can you spell Daylyt for them?
Daylyt 2k. That's on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit, Snapchat, whatever. I don't really be on Snap like that. Just to let the world know, I just signed a very big record deal with the world-renowned producer Lil B. We just dropped the first single today. The title of the single is called Earl Sweatshirt. It's not an Earl Sweatshirt disc. It has nothing to do with the rapper Earl Sweatshirt. It's technically about me growing up on my sweatshirt. And you can actually go watch the single at www.lettherebelight.com. But how you spell it is LETTHEREB, as in just the letter B, LYT.com, lettherebelight.com. To watch the first official project. The first official single. The overall project is dropping late April, so be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of big features on the project. Not really want to name too many names, but also you can go to my website, which is my main website, which is daylyt2k.us, DAYLYT2k.us. You can cop some exclusive merch. I got the Daylyt t-shirts, signature fitted hats. I also got a super project that I just put out. A lot of people don't know about it, but the name of the project is titled Lucifer. And if you're a conscious person and you understand what the name Lucifer itself means, then it's for you. Like I said, it's the light there going on with my name, Daylyt, the light finger, the brightest star, and all that shit. So it doesn't mean the evil side, Lucifer. It means more the positive side, the metaphorical side pertaining to Daylyt. So that's a project that I got up in the world that's out. A lot of conscious shit on there.
So with that track with you, Hops.
Most definitely is coming. That's on the Words project. I got another project that I'll be dropping later on this year with a exclusive producer, Darren Davis. The project is titled Words. There's a lot of big features on there. There's a lot of big features on there. Hobson's on there, Nicki Minaj, Razzcast, Chino XL, M, a little bit of everybody on there, Big Bone, a little bit of everybody on there. So that's dropping later on. Let's say that. So we work.
My brother, growing so much. Growing so much, and he's doing things different. You have to accept change. You have to accept growth. Many of you are gonna be like a year. Man, we like that. Don't Daylyt.
That Daylyt gone, bro.
Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Oh, also.
But if you like the old Daylyt, play the old music.
I don't know if you peeped. I just did.
Watch the old
I just did the verse. I just did the verse for the Team Backpack Cypher. I don't know if you've seen that, but we did. They had an event at the Black History Museum out in Oakland, and we did it like right in front of the UEP exhibit, and I talked that shit. She got a million something like motherfuckers is saying it might be like the most knowledge they've ever put into a 16-4 first day. So Go check that out. Team Backpack. They like Black History Cypher. That's up right now. So yeah, we working, man.
We all the way up.
And before we go, you know, nigga, no. Yo, these niggas ain't gonna never go. They're supposed to go like 5 times ago. Oh.
Yo, we out. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out, family. Thank you for everything. We love you. Word.
Word.
Ilufu.